Hello, brothers and sisters. I hope you're having a wonderful and blessed day today. My name is Joelle if you're new here, but if you're not, welcome back. It's been a really long time, well over a year, and so much has happened. So much has happened. A lot of you have asked me where I've been, if I'm going to make videos again. And to be honest, I have not had a nudge from God to make any more videos until today. And it was really weird. It kind of came on me all of a sudden. I wasn't thinking about it. And I just had this really strong urge, and I had to stop and ask, God, is that you? Is that you? Do you want me to make this video? And yes, I do believe it's God that wants me to make this video. So to backtrack a little bit, I'm going to talk about how I even got to this point, because it's been such a crazy journey. The last time that I made a video, I was in the Orthodox Church, and I am no longer in the Orthodox Church. I am in the Catholic Church. God called me into the Catholic Church. God first called my husband into the Catholic Church, and I followed. So I stopped making videos because I was under the authority of my priest, which means I was under the authority of God. I just had this really, really strong conviction to talk to my priest about my YouTube channel, because I did not want to do anything that was against what God wanted. And I also wanted to be under authority and not just doing things that I thought I should be doing. You know, you can feel that you are called to something, that God is calling you to something, but it's so much wiser to be under the authority of somebody who's under the authority of God to tell you what to do, because then you can't be deceived. It's very hard. It's harder to be deceived, I would say. So I went to my priest. This was when I was in the Orthodox Church, and I spoke to him about the channel, and he said, well, let's stop for now until after the baptism. And I said, okay. So I stopped right away. I did not make another video, and I just sat on it. I did not feel any which way. I just was obedient and grateful to be in obedience, honestly. And then when my husband got called into the Catholic Church, which I can get into that in a completely different video, which is another wild, I guess, story. But when we got called into that church, I now had a new priest. I had a new spiritual father. And to be honest, it took me a long time when I got into the Catholic Church to put my walls down. I had so many walls up in the Catholic Church, but even with all those walls up, I still found myself wanting to be obedient to the spiritual father that I was under. Whether I wanted to be in that church or not, God wanted me to be in that church. And so, well, this church that I'm still currently in. And so I told him about the whole situation, about the priest in the Orthodox Church, and he said, well, let me watch the videos, and I will let you know if you should continue or not. So months had passed, and I never bugged him about it, but every time he would see me, he would say, don't worry, I haven't forgotten about you. And I was just waiting patiently. It wasn't a bother to me whatsoever. I did not feel like this urgency to please get my videos like approved. Like, I did not feel like that at all. I was just like, whatever, you know, let God's will be done. And but one day he emailed me and said, I've watched your videos. I see nothing wrong. You can continue. So I had this green light, and I was like, okay, that's so great. I can continue with these videos. And then I sat down with God, and I realized I had no nudge from him. Even though my priest said, yes, you can go ahead, I did not feel in my spirit that God was saying, go ahead. And so I just said, okay, like, I'm not going to push this. I'm not going to like make this fake I'm not going to fake it, you know. It needs to be authentic. It needs to be real. It needs to be God that wants me to continue. And so I waited, and then today, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, like I have to go pick my son up very soon from school. He goes part-time to a Christian school. I homeschool him most of the week, but on Tuesdays and Fridays, he goes to a private school. And so I have to go pick him up, and I'm just here, and like all of a sudden I just get this feeling that I should make this video and start this channel up again. And so here I am. I'm not even using my good camera. I had no plans to do this. I'm using my phone. When I would make my videos before, most of them, like 99% of them, would be on my good camera, but that's not even charged. It's just been sitting dead in my room for over a year. And so this was very spontaneous, but I just felt like I needed to get on here and just start this again. So I think in the next video, I will discuss the journey into the Catholic Church and how God led us as a family into this church, and how much of a blessing and amazing it has been. Honestly, so God is just so good. I can't even explain to you how unbelievably good He is. I also want to make another video talking about something else that's very special that God has been doing in my life. Maybe a couple things. There's so many things. He's just so good. It's so amazing. So I hope you'll stick around to hear all of that. And God bless you. I'll see you guys again next time. Bye.